Alright, hello, welcome to episode 13 of Half-Life Alyx. Is this episode 13? Is this the finale? I genuinely don't know. We are getting pretty close to the vault and therefore the end of the game, but I suppose we'll find out together, won't we? Here we go. Oh look, Strider introduction, very nice. Yeah, there's the vault there. Well, I suppose you find out whether this is the finale before I do, you know?
5 years ago, we placed playtesters beneath an idling Half-Life 2 Strider. It was a really simple prototype, but the feedback was overwhelmingly positive. This experience convinced us we should pursue a Strider encounter in VR. And as a result, we built dozens of prototypes over the next few years. Some designs pressed playtesters into very close contact with the Strider. Some had a Strider chase them through a simple environment, or shoot at them through porous cover. In other cases, the Strider would destroy a wall the player was hiding behind or give a performance the player was meant to observe. A prototype built in 2017 squared the player directly off with a Strider in a quarry, combining many of our ideas into one experience. Based on the success of this prototype, the team moved on to building the shipping experience ahead of you, although it would take another 3 years of refinement to complete. Each iteration brought us a new set of rules and players' expectations. The Strider encounter ahead is a carefully crafted collection of beats shaped by our own ideas of what would be exciting and fun, refined over a long period of playtesting.
What you can't tell is my controllers are vibrating every time this, flashes there, you know? So I'd really like to get some health just so I'm not feeling that constant vibration. Oh, look at that. It's almost like they planned that set piece or something. Just making sure there isn't anything that's gonna jump out at me when I get close to this. Sorry, Health Bug, I really need you this time. I'm assuming I'll take care of the entire thing. This is literally lower than I could go. And by lower than I can go, I mean that the health regenerated that last time, if you recall. Down here then? Okay. Doesn't appear to be anything. Just 1 second before I continue. Alright, yeah, I am recording. Just have to make sure. Right? Doesn't look too bad. Also, doesn't actually appear to be anything that I can loot here. So I might not bother even looking. I guess this is all just set dressing towards the end of the game and getting to the vault and everything.
Command requesting damage assessment.
There we are.
Command requesting damage assessment. Taking fire.
Come on. There we go. Just one? Okay.
Through many iterations of the Strider encounter, we would find ourselves having functionally solved a problem, only to realize that we also had to fictionally contextualize the solution so that it made sense. For example, we designed this entire map to include combat with Combine soldiers. But how should we fictionally place them in this destroyed space? How could we put a disabled Strider close to the player? What were the Combine doing here prior to the vault collapse? This soldier was placed here to communicate to the player that some Combine were in the area investigating an antlion infestation before the vault fell on them. In fact, you can see some dead antlions nearby. If you listen closely, you'll hear the soldier trying to contact the rest of his squad, letting the player know that they are not alone and that there is likely to be more combat ahead.
Really, going directly over the thing that I need, that's fair of you. I could have waited, but then patience is for the weak. Something, something. I don't know. Don't listen to me for life advice. What am I, your mother? How you doing? You're full, completely full, you're full as well. Okay, good, good. That hand gesture every time I'm near a corpse, I just need to make sure there's nothing around there that I can grab. Makes sense, right? What's that say? Disabled soldier? Oh, I love that. That's a good bit of world building there. Should I just shoot them? Should I use the... Damn it. You didn't see that. No, you fucking don't. What did he throw? Okay, so that was messier than it could have been.
Although we could excuse a few random Combine in this area left over from investigating the antlion infestation, we needed a way to justify the large squads of Combine and the combat encounters that occur later in the level.
Lucky break there. Could you imagine that thing blocking your way?
Oh man, Roz, don't jinx me.
That thing's huge.
Although we could excuse a few random Combine in this area left over from investigating the antlion infestation, we needed a way to justify the large squads of Combine and the combat encounters that occur later in the level. These two Combine are part of a squad sent down looking for survivors after the vault collapse, and their dialogue is designed to inform the player that this Strider they have found may not be dead. Fictionally, it is the player's combat with these two soldiers that alerts the rest of the Combine in this area to the player's presence.
Well, that was an ominous note to leave off on.
For many players, Striders are the most feared and powerful enemies in the Half-Life franchise, and we thought it would be interesting to flip player expectations on their head and experience what it would feel like to team up and cooperate with a Strider. Our initial concept was inspired by Aesop's fable of the Lion and the Mouse, with the player freeing a disabled Strider who would later help the player escape by clearing the way forward. Initially, the parking garage was a Combine silo, and it was much easier fictionally to have some type of Combine device which could constrain a Strider without injury. When the location changed to a collapsed parking garage, we constrained the Strider by trapping it in the elevator shaft, held down by the elevator car. After being freed, the injured Strider would lash out at anything nearby, Combine and player alike, as it tried to escape. This was a strong story when told aloud, but expressing it in a way that was understood by players turned out to be difficult. Keeping the Strider around throughout the level, alternating between injured and angry states as the player slowly picked their way through the garage, was confusing to playtesters, and we had a very hard time trying to find the right balance. Playtesting feedback was really consistent around this. So although we loved the idea, we let it go in favor of a more straightforward and achievable dynamic of hunter and prey that eventually shipped. The year we spent pursuing the lion and mouse idea wasn't wasted, however, as we created and refined many of the different story beats that shipped. We also crafted some performances and technology that led to the success of the final experience.
Oh, the things you can do in a video game. Ugh, don't do that in real life. I was like, what part of the Strider is this? Thinking like this was some like armor plating or whatever, and then like, is this part of the Strider? Was it part of the rubble? But then no, this is just a big old tarp that it's underneath. Okay, I'm pretty sure I got everything there. Let me just get... Okay, yeah, there's gonna be something here going through that way. Oh, see, the game agrees that having a hat is a good idea. Gotta have a hard hat, especially in destroyed areas like this. Like, rubble can fall down at any point. Oop. Didn't see that, that step there. Right. Looks like we're good. What does this do? That goes up there, goes down there, through there, and then just down through the rubble. Okay, so I guess that's just what I have to do next. Nothing over that way, nothing over that way. What, I can't get in? You're gonna show me this stuff? But you're not gonna let me go through? Is that how this is? Okay. What am I supposed to do here? Do I go back out then? Does that like wake up or something? Am I supposed to? Oh, okay. Don't mind me. But there is an the lift's up there. All right. I'm just gonna assume that's gonna like crash down or something, wake up the Strider and such. All right. You ready? Let's do this. Oh. Let's do this. Like a pistol's gonna do anything with that? No, you're not gonna. Does it not have power yet? Do I have to go through that way? But I don't. Like, how am I supposed to? Oh, I see what's going on here. I see what's happening. You foolish fool that fools. Just so I can get back through, you know? Oh, I don't like those sirens that are going off. But you know what? They don't like me either. As well they shouldn't. Hey, health bug, look at that. Where are you supposed to be? Oh, I'm gonna need you, won't I? Whatever, I can just hold on. Oh, going that way? Okay. Just planning out what I have to do. I saw this bit already. This is gonna be the puzzle. Oh. Those car alarms, though. I don't like that. I do not like that. Okay, maybe shooting from the hip isn't the best idea. Oh cool, health. Look at that. You live to see another day, health bug. Good job. I'm so proud of you. Oh cool, old style computer. Look, more health. Really makes me worried about what's about to happen. Really. Come on. Is this not actually a health? Hey. You get back on my face. Is that not actually a health thing? Did I? Oh, I used it and threw it and it just ended up in there, I guess? Oh yeah, look at that. The needle's gone. Broke off in my eyeball. There's no more juice in it. That's cool. Didn't realize you could do that. Anyway, sorry. Got a little bit distracted there. Excuse me. Right, looks like everything here. Time to go up the ladder. Well, that's not good. Doesn't look like anything else over here, does it? Oh, I see you there. Yeah, you're about to have a real rough time of it, buddy. I'm sorry, but I'll leave you in here just for your own safety. really. Why did they even make this bit a puzzle? Why include this? Why not just do that trigger and then it goes to that? Alright. Point of no return. Goodbye, health bug. I hope you survive this. Oh, well, I guess we're listening to this first. Fine, whatever.
The Strider encounter boils down to a set of performances and the Strider's AI-driven minigun. Maintaining the illusion that the Strider was aware of and hunting the player while delivering these performances required a delicate coordination between animation and AI systems. We used a variety of approaches to make the Strider feel like an intelligent creature hunting the player. Players in VR move very slowly by first-person shooter standards, so we have the Strider alternate between chasing performances, following the player through the level, and then hunting performances, focused on tracking and firing at the player, or looking for them. Triggering the different stages of this pursuit took a lot of playtesting. We paid close attention to how playtesters would move through the level, and then built the triggers and iterated on the animations to support the most common behaviors. It was very much a back and forth conversation to evolve a beat into something that most players would believe the Strider was truly hunting them. Early playtesters would grow weary of being shot at without any downtime or contrasting experiences. So we identified the beats that would create that contrast and layer them in when we saw playtesters become fatigued. Things like the Strider bashing the wall, walking over you, chasing you up an elevator shaft, all acted as ways to break up the experience and surprise the player. Whenever we had feedback a playtester was growing or looked bored or fatigued, we would brainstorm different ways to insert these beats, and then test it to verify that they were paced correctly. One of the tools we used was a sophisticated look-at system on the Strider. The system tracked the player and would procedurally orient different parts of the Strider to face the player. The body, minigun, and Gauss cannon all had different look-ats to break up the effect when the Strider lost or acquired the player. These could be independently enabled or disabled at specific times to make it feel like the Strider was directly addressing the player. In each animation of the sequence, the look-at on the minigun and body would be enabled or disabled based on whether the Strider should be able to see the player at that point.
Alright. Yeah, there's power in this elevator shaft now. Guess there's no more waiting around, is there? Do I still have my gas mask on? Yes, I do. Got me paranoid now.
Alyx, the Strider! Look out, up the line!
Moving.
I said jinx out!
Textbook jinxing, Russell. Moving. Still moving.
No thanks. Are there any... There's no weak spots on it. Okay, so there's a bit of a tracking mechanism going on. That breaks, I assume. How am I supposed to listen to that? Come on. Elevator room.
It was important to communicate clearly to the player that they were being hunted by the Strider at this point. We wanted players to see the Strider dust itself off and fixate on them, so that there would be no doubt that they were now the prey. This elevator ride was a useful tool to achieve this, as it is one of the few moments of the game that we have a captive audience. The elevator door facing the Strider was carefully designed to provide enough protection, so that players would feel safe, but enough visibility to see the Strider's performance.
Okay. Alright. Oh, so I just get into the elevator and it gives me that? Whatever, fine. That just means I don't have to carry that around. Oh. Alright. Let's do it. Oh. Hey look, more health. Who cares? Good morning. How you doing? Nope. Hear it. Nope. Maybe this will be better. Don't have that many shots though. I I like the music. Okay, seems like it's taking a break here. Just a second.
During development, we talked a lot about the experience of the Strider minigun blasting through the walls and floors of the parking garage while hunting the player, but we weren't sure we would be able to deliver destructible cover until around 6 months prior to shipping. To address this, we designed the destructible cover to visually communicate that it was being broken down prior to actually fracturing and breaking. Initially, the cover would look like an unremarkable piece of concrete or other building material, but when it took sufficient damage, it would start to visibly crack and throw off dust particles. When the same piece of cover took further damage, it would then fracture into pre-cut physics objects and generate more dust and debris particles. Through playtesting, we determined how much damage the cover should be able to take before breaking down and forcing the player to move. In the end, the destructible cover system allowed us to deliver on our goal of giving players the impression that the Strider was capable of tearing through the parking garage with its minigun as it pursued them.
I was trying to get that bit destroyed while we were looking so that we could see the talking in action, but no, it had to be destroyed right as I get behind cover. Do this. No, thank you. Come on. Is this another?
In this area of the map, we began hearing from some playtesters that they found the minigun firing monotonous. Originally, the gun would fire at a set rate, regardless of the player's behavior. To address the monotony, we made several improvements to the Strider AI running just the minigun. The minigun will fire if it sees the player, but take a moment to acquire them. Play an acquired sound to warn them they have locked on, and then stitch the bullets towards the player in its first volley. The minigun volleys themselves were broken up to become more staccato, with random intervals in between volleys. If the player ducks behind cover, the Strider will keep firing where it last saw the player for a short period. These changes to the minigun behavior eliminated the monotony and gave players the impression that they were fleeing a living creature.
Oh, don't go down there yet? Alright, good to know. Haha, goodbye, punk. See ya. Okay, I'm assuming here's where the tiny ones come in. Jesus, when I saw there were 13 of them, I didn't think there were going to be 13 of them, you know?
To keep the Strider engagement interesting throughout the level, we knew that we wanted to challenge the player's understanding of what the Strider was capable of. We identified this upcoming room as a space where most players felt they understood the Strider's capabilities, and built this next beat to surprise them. To create the doorframe bash moment, we used the Strider's animation to drive an offline destruction simulation that could be played back by the game engine in real time. We coupled this with particle effects and physics impulses on interactive physics objects in the room to make the player feel unsafe. To fully sell the idea that the Strider has been searching for and has found the player, we gave the Strider a moment to pause after tearing away the wall to look at the player before it started to fire again.
Okay. Did you see the low polyness of those bulbs? How dare they? Okay. I'm a shark. I send you out in the shark alive. Here? Oh, hi. How you doing? Are you friends with the Strider, or is the Strider hunting you too? Oh, hello. Okay. Alright, and I am done messing around. Cool. Uh-oh. That is not good. What? I died from that? Okay. I was a lot lower health than I thought. Yeah, that's what that one audio log was talking about with the distinction between what the player knows and what the audience knows with the UI stuff that's up there. Where am I? I'm just after the bash? I'm just after the bash. Hi! Oh! Turn. I know you want to. Can I hit this end of it? Nope. I like how we didn't even notice that though. Damn it. Fine. Yeah? You wanna try me? Oh, that one died too. Okay. Hi. Are you gonna break? I hope you're not gonna break.
3 left.
3 left? 3 left still. Okay. Okay, anything in here real quick? Oh, I'm assuming there's actually not going to be any more resin in the game because they did that audio cue at the last upgrade station that was like, oh, be sure to use all your resin. There's not going to be many more spots for it. Whoa. No, you forgot about the strider. Oh, did it not? Please? Thank you.
When playtesting the Strider encounter, we learned that players enjoyed fighting a challenging enemy but responded negatively if they took damage in a way that seemed unfair. To address this, we used audio to communicate the state of the Strider. For example, when the Strider did not have line of sight to the player, it would emit a periodic hunting sound. This sound was meant to communicate to the player that they were currently safe, but that the Strider was still there. Once the Strider had seen the player, it would switch to its chasing state and make corresponding chasing sounds. When the Strider was ready to start firing at the player, it would emit a target-acquired sound before firing. Players quickly learned this pattern of sound cues, and no longer complained about being caught unaware of the Strider's targeting state.
No, you forgot the chamber around. Excuse me. I'm trying to shoot you. Where are you? Yeah? That's what I thought. Hang on, how are you? One more in there. Can I not? There we go, thank you. What's that? Oh, it broke. It's not armor items or anything. Oh, hello, how you doing? I'll just stay over here, thank you. I don't even need this, do I? Be free, health bug. As free as you can be. Okay, let's see. Anything else over here? Nothing over here. Haha. And yes, I'm aware I dropped a mag back there that had like 3 left in it. Whatever. I missed it in the heat of combat and like I have so many here. Oh, hi. Cool, cool. I was just running out of these. I appreciate that. I hear you, Strider. That is not a good noise. I do not like it. But also, that's the sound that's at the, in the opening menu of the game. Darn. I don't think I've recorded it. Maybe like the first episode when I was going through the menu options. That's the background sound. Shut up, I'm not a voice actor or anything. Jeez. What's about to happen? Alright. I'll just make these more accessible for if I need to take cover and come back here, but... Oh, thought I saw something in there.
We needed to familiarize the player with the Strider's Gauss cannon firing sequence, so they'd be able to recognize it when they saw it again later in the map. This particular area of the map went through a lot of iteration, as we searched for ways to reliably place the player in the right spot, at the right time, looking at the right thing. The Gauss cannon, as it charged up and fired.
Gauss.
To achieve this, we ultimately settled on using a two-handed roller door. It requires the player to stand in a specific position and orientation, and occupies their hands so we know they aren't teleporting or interacting with anything else. We even know the precise moment that the door clears their eye line, so we can be assured that they're going to see what we want them to see.
Yeah? What if I just go like this, huh? What are you gonna do about that? So I guess triggering this, rolling it in, and pulling it up is a bad idea because there's a block of stuff right there. So... I guess I'm screwed with this. Okay. Good on health. Yeah, whatever. I might grab some of these as I'm running, but who knows. Alright, you ready for this? I'm ready for this. Oh! Okay. Alright. No, I don't need that. Why would I need that? You know what? Drugs are good, kids. Do drugs, not schools. I lied. Please don't quote-unquote demonetize me, lol. Oh no! No! My drugs! Okay, fine, whatever. That? Nice, even better. Excuse me, could you not? Ooh. Oh, there's people shooting at me too. Alright. Oh, no thanks. Good without you. Good without you. Alright, alright. Wow, this one's actually hard. I have to start taking it seriously. Okay, so those are still here. Good, good. Just gonna toss that over there, or not. This one, I know that go like that. Oh good, I just yeeted it off the side. Exactly what I wanted to do. Oh, really? Really? Okay, I know the other one here. And... oh, I'm not getting there when he's there. Am I still good? I'm still good. So, put that in. Waiting for that. Going to that cover, getting that one. Hi, how you doing? You need a name. Oh, just took a couple of those to the face, so I'll go ahead and use that. Excuse me, could you stop shooting me for a second? Ugh. Trying my best to not die here, promise. Where are you at? Where are you about to shoot me from? Come on. Oh, there you are. Oof. Oof. Where's the other one? Was that the one? Okay. So I'll just run down here, grab some ammo real quick. That is not what I wanted to grab. Excuse me, please, please. Just give me a second. I'd appreciate it very much. Really? More of them? Okay, so I guess they're just continuing on and then you have to move on.
Russell, big gun, up ahead.
I think I've got an idea.
I just had it too, and it's a good one.
Oh!
When the central theme of this map was the lion and the mouse, the encounter with the Strider ended at this point. The Strider simply exited off into the sunset. We intended for the Strider to reappear in a subsequent fight, perhaps even attacking the Combine alongside the player. But this idea was only pursued briefly before being cut. The problem was that playtesters felt cheated that they didn't get to destroy the Strider after being hunted and harassed by it for so long. In the final map, once the player steps into the rat maze below, the Strider reappears and begins hunting the player again. Because Alyx does not possess any weapons that can damage the Strider, we explored a variety of ways that the player could take out the Strider using something found in the environment. These included ideas like triggering missiles on a downed Combine helicopter, using a Combine mortar emplacement, or kicking off some type of physics event to sweep the Strider's legs out and kill it. We built prototypes of many of these ideas, and eventually narrowed down to the mounted gun solution that shipped. It was simple, repeatable, and was one of the easier solutions to train under fire.
Okay, so it's specifically set up to not be able to hit me while I'm in this doorway. Up, up, and down. That's gonna be destroyed. Oh, look. Please don't. I would very much appreciate it if you didn't see me here. Where are you firing from? Where are you at? There you are. Oh. Hi. Yeah, literally just running cover to cover. Oh god! That way? I guess. Okay. That's going to be destroyed. Hop, hop. Hi, how you doing? Oh, I was looking the wrong way. Whew. That's a desk on my end. Oh. I really am moving around the room and everything, like trying bodily to avoid things. Is that the entrance to the thing? Oh, that's the gun they were talking about. Okay. That's that big old mounted turret. Oh. Where even am I going? Oh, there. Yes, please. Ha 13 of 13.
In this sequence, we wanted the player to end the encounter by killing the Strider in a dramatic boss fight using a weapon found in the environment. This meant that we had to introduce a new weapon which was more powerful than the player's equipped weapons, and which had to remain in the environment after the fight. A mounted gun on an abandoned Combine vehicle made the most sense, and after some initial tests with the downed Combine helicopter repurposed from Half-Life 2, we settled on the armored personnel carrier, since one had already been built for use in another section of the game. Since the gun mechanism itself would be seen for the first time while under pressure from the Strider, it had to have an aiming and firing mechanism the player would understand immediately. We prototyped a variety of designs, from a machine gun that auto-fired as soon as the player grabbed the handle, to a gun that fired a sticky bomb that had to be detonated by the player after it had hit its target. The auto-firing machine gun was too simple to use and lacked dramatic effect, and the extra interaction required to detonate the sticky bomb was too much to teach the player while under duress. We settled on a design that requires one hand to aim and another to both reload and fire. Requiring the player to push the firing mechanism all the way forward to reload was necessary to prevent the player from firing too rapidly. The gun's shell reloading animation is directly driven by the player's motion and communicates to the player that they must move their hand all the way forward to reload before being able to pull it back to fire.
Okay, seems simple enough. Let me just trigger another round of shots real quick and let's do it. Yoink. Okay, buddy. Oh. What are you doing? Where you at? Where you at? Do I have to... So like that? Oh, that fires it. I see. Alright. I thought I was pulling the trigger on my right hand, but no, it's just when I reach the back of it. Come on. There you are. There you are. Yeah, that's right. What you gonna do about it? What you gonna do about it? Get out of my face. Get out of my face.
We did it, Russ.
Yeah, we did. We did it.
Haha, celebratory drugs. Okay, and that looks like a big old beam of where we're going next. Nothing else up here. Can't jump over there, I'm assuming, since that's just set dressing. Do I jump? Oh, there we go. I was about to say. Bring me to your leader.
All right, Alyx. That track.
Whoa, yeah. Okay. Going up.
Throwing off a lot of interference. I might not be able to talk to you in there.
No, probably not.
So, this is it.
Yeah.
And then you'll come out with Gordon safe and sound, so everything is gonna be...
Everything will be fine, Russ. Talk to you soon.
Stop her! What? Why?
Dad? Dad?
Alright, that's going to be the end of episode 13 of Half-Life Alyx. Catch you next time for what is probably the finale.